What is up, guys? Sorry for the sun being so bright, but we are out here at the Kentucky farm, and we're going to be testing some Kicks chokes today. Well, not really testing them, because I've tested them for years and I know that they are by far, hands down, the best choke on the market. But Jake Boswell from Kicks Chokes was nice enough to send us 3 different chokes for our Franke Affinity 20 gauge, some Highflyer chokes for duck season, and we're going to put them in the gun and do a little pattern test, just kind of see what choke I like best for certain situations, and just see how they perform. Like I said, I know Kicks overall performs well, but it's always smart to get out with your gun and test the gun combo ammo, the gun choke ammo combo, just to see what setup is going to shoot best, because you owe that to the wildlife, and you also owe it to yourself to be familiar with your equipment and know your limitations in terms of range. So we've got 3 different chokes. We've got a full, we've got an improved cylinder, and we've got a modified choke. Probably going to shoot all 3, or at least shoot the 2 full and modified. Improved cylinder might be a little too wide for what we're doing with the 20 gauge, but a lot of the duck holes we hunt, most of the shots are going to be anywhere 25, 30 yards. But when we hunt the big water, sometimes you can get those shots that are 40, 45 yards, so it might be nice to have the full choke in that situation. But I'm really thinking that that modified choke is probably going to be what we're going to stick with. But we're going to put a board up, put some targets up, send a couple shots down range, and just check the pattern and get our combination set up. So let's get to it. All right, so here's the 3 chokes we got. Like I said, we've got full, modified, and improved cylinder. All 3 Kicks Highflyer chokes, ported. That's what I absolutely love about these chokes. Ported, they just shoot so well. I do think they help with accuracy, kind of the way it allows that gas out of the end of the gun to escape in all directions. It really keeps the gun from wanting to rise up so much when you shoot. So I love that. I do think it helps with accuracy. Obviously, it throws a beautiful pattern out there. Started off shooting these in my turkey gun with TSS, and it is insane the amount of the patterns you get out with these chokes at long ranges. I've shot at target 70, 80 yards, and man, it gives me all the confidence in the world to shoot a turkey with it. So I'm definitely excited to test these Highflyer chokes and see how it's going to perform out of our Franke 20 gauge right here. Franke Affinity 3 20 gauge semi-auto. I've been shooting Federal 3-inch Black Cloud number 2s out of them, steel shot, and it's performed well. I absolutely love this gun right here. I'll do a video more on this gun one day, kind of giving my reviews on it, giving my thoughts about it. But like I said, I've loved it so far. It's done everything I've ever needed to do so far. So we're going to start off with the full choke, put it in. We got a target set up, I'd say maybe 20 yards, 22, 23 yards. Check the pattern, see what it looks like, and then we'll start going down in chokes. Obviously, first things first, always wear ear protection when you're shooting a gun. Even these little cheap foam ones are going to help a bunch. This little 20 gauge is definitely not loud at all. Very quiet gun, but still, do yourself a favor in the long run and protect your hearing. All right, there we go. Like I said, I'm shooting these Federal Black Cloud today. I've had good luck with them. They cycle well, seem to be very accurate, so that's what we're going to shoot and pattern these chokes with. But we're going to send our first shot down range with the full choke. So it definitely threw that pattern a little high and left. You can tell bulk of it is right here, but pretty good pattern to be 20 yards. I mean, you can see we've got BBs. Definitely bulk of the pattern here. That's pretty tight, I would say, for 20 yards. Not, nothing extreme, nothing that I would be, too concerned with. You could get away with that, but I am definitely not a 10 out of 10 marksman when it comes to shooting objects that fly through the air. So I'm trying to find a pretty good happy medium between being wide enough to allow room for air, but also tight enough that you're going to get enough BBs in that duck to obviously make a clean, ethical kill on one. So pretty good pattern. I might shoot that one more time, hold maybe just a touch low and left. That way we can really see how good that pattern is on the target with the splatter. And then we'll move on to the next choke. All right, we're gonna shoot one more time with the full choke. Always flip to safety. Close it, safety slip. All right, one more time with the full. I'm gonna aim a touch low left just to make sure. Ooh, I love the way this gun shoots, man. Absolutely love the way this Franke 20K shoots. It does have a touch of a little kick right there with the full choke in it. All right, now we get a good look. Man, that's a good pattern right there. You can tell that's probably a little bit smaller than a duck with its wings fully out, but I would say vital area of where you want to hit with a bird. That's pretty good representation. And I mean, there is plenty of BBs in that at 20 yards. I really like that. I mean, cannot complain with that pattern. Might be a touch tight, but like I said, when we start hunting, you know, the bigger water where some of those shots can get out 40, 45 yards, full choke might be the way to go. I am going to switch over here to the modified choke, put this in, and kind of compare the patterns from here, see what it looks like. Modified choke going in. Just take your hand, snug it down really good. Make sure safety's flipped. Always pointing the gun in a safe direction. Definitely not pointing it out of the back of my truck as I'm shooting. You got bees flying around day after Christmas. All right, same distance, same ammo, just different choke. We put the modified in, so we're gonna test this one. Man, I freaking absolutely love the way that gun shoots, especially paired with the kicks choke. Man, look at this pattern. Not a huge drop off at all from the full choke, really. In terms of what's in the circle, obviously it's getting kind of hard to tell, you know, the entire pattern because it's all starting to mix in from previous shots. Maybe next time I'll flip it over and shoot down here. But in terms of the actual main group right there, not a huge drop off from the full choke, which is pretty awesome. Looks like, you know, the bulk of your pattern is going to kind of stay the same, and then you might, you know, get some extra pellets, that wider pattern. So heck yeah. I just flipped the board over so it won't be ass shot up. We'll put another target out, and now we'll kind of be able to tell exactly what the pattern's doing. We'll shoot one more time with the modified. Again, I flipped the board, so we really should be able to tell exactly what the whole pattern's doing. And we'll walk up and see what it looks like. Woo-hoo-hoo! I guess I'm gonna just make that same noise every time I shoot, but it is just so fun to shoot those little compact 20 gauges like that. That's actually, I guess you would consider that the gun itself is a youth gun or a compact model. I have the adult shoulder stock on it, so I get the correct length of pull, and it is just an awesome gun. But let's take a look. Blew a chunk out of the board, so we must have had a pretty good bulk of pattern hit right there. But there we go again. I mean, really good bulk of the pattern hit right there. We got them coming up. So I mean, you know, that's a good 14, 16 inches difference between bottom and top pellet. Some of them are out here. We got a few out here. So I mean, we're getting a very good coverage with that pattern. And then, like I said, the bulk of the pattern it's pretty tight, which is really nice. Honestly, that's what I'm looking for, especially out of that 20 gauge. Shooting steel shot, obviously a little bit slower shot, not going to hit as hard as something like tungsten would in a turkey load, but man, it performs so well. I will leave a link in the description to Kicks Choke's website. It is probably the easiest website to get on and to use, as long as you know the make, model, and gauge of your gun. So let's just say Franke Affinity 20 gauge. I go on to the choke selector, put in the make, put in the model, put in the gauge, and then you have the option to select kind of the discipline of choke you want, whether that's turkey choke, which is the Goblin Thunder, duck chokes, which is the Highflyer. There's upland chokes. There is even chokes for deer hunting. There's a bunch of different options there. You go through and select everything you want. It'll pull up the exact choke that you need, and then you can select from there whether you want full, modified, extra full, improved cylinder. There's so many different options, but it's so easy to work and kind of go through just step-by-step process. So I will leave a link down in the description to their website. Like I said, man, it's just so easy to run, and Jake is such a good guy down there. His dad was such a good guy. I had the pleasure to meet them a couple times at the NWTF show. I've kind of become buddies with Jake. We talk every once in a while, and just awesome guys, great guys, and they make a great product. This is not just a shameless plug. I promise I've been using these chokes for years now in my turkey gun and have always had great luck with them. So you guys go check them out. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. Like I said, if you're interested in the Franke 20 gauge, leave it in the comments down below if you want me to do a review on it for myself. I'm obviously 6'5", 240, so it's a smaller gun and I'm a bigger guy, but I promise I've had no issues with it in terms of length of pull or being able to get it up and get it shouldered. I'm not a competition skeet shooter, so I'm not going to be in tune with it as other guys would be in terms of, you know, length of pull and stuff. But I'll gladly do a review on it and kind of go over why I bought it, which is there's a funny story behind why I bought the gun. So I'll definitely love to tell that story in a video one day. So again, thank you guys for watching. Go check out Kicks Chokes, and if you guys are doing any duck hunting this winter, good luck, stay safe, and kill some ducks, man. See you guys later.